Show me the way of kings. This beginning is great. I've been sitting here for an hour looking for a decent intro, but nope, head empty. So, you know what? Forget about it. You read the title, you people of the Cosmere asked for it, and I'm here to deliver. The Way of Kings is the first book of the Stormlight Archive series, and, why am I explaining this? If you're here, you must know. In fact, I'm just a newbie. And for that reason, no spoilers please. If you spoil anything from Words of Radiance or Oathbreaker, I will find you, and I will come for you. But in the meantime, let me tell you about this book and its characters whose names contain way too many consonants. Grab some stew, you airsick lowlanders, and let's get into it. Prelude. Sanderson has a way of starting his books by violently throwing you into unknown territory. The Way of Kings is no exception. The book starts abruptly in the middle of what seems to be a very important scene, and you're surrounded by all these unknown people and... Can anybody explain it to me? No, because I finished the book and I still have no idea what happened there. Is the explanation in the next book or am I just dumb? Shallan. My first reaction to Shallan was... Huh? Chapter 3. Shallan is on a ship and the captain says she's beautiful. Shallan then proceeds to argue against that for 3 pages. And here I thought I didn't know how to take a compliment. Whenever I mentioned Shallan to others, there were always a bunch of people either saying they didn't care for her chapters or that they hated her. Which is surprising to me because I highly enjoyed her storyline. It didn't have lots of action, but I still found it interesting. Go bamboozle Jasnah and steal her fabrial because we got a house to save. If you read the book, you know how it went. Badly? Just a little accident involving some cursed breakfast and trusting people too much? Shallan. There's a reason people rhymes with evil, but although you heard this piece of wisdom from my mouth, I'm just as dumb. In fact, I saw a lot of myself in Shallan. She's an artist, way more talented than me. She's a little bit shy and a little bit anxious. I'm a lot shy and a lot anxious. She trusts the wrong people. I'm the queen of socially dumb. And she's academically gifted. I'm actually academically incompetent. And she loves strawberry jam. Shallan is so relatable. I wanted to come up with more stuff to say, but my friend told me,
"Don't try to talk about Shallan's personality. It's only explored later."
So I guess I'll shut up for now. Jasnah. She's cool, I guess? Jasnah is one of the characters that I liked, but that I'll need to know more to have a real opinion on them. I saw her the way Shallan saw her, as an absolute queen, and Jasnah totally is. That's why I need her perspective to go beyond that and probably get infatuated with her like the rest of my fellow gonchos. I think there's something more that I needed to say. Ah yes, she's a heretic, because she doesn't believe in the Almighty. Although, honestly, the only thing she should be considered a heretic for is disliking strawberry jam. Capsule tried so hard to convert her and make her have good taste, but she spent over 1,000 pages being like, nah, you leave now or I'll soulcast you into the void. I sure did soulcast a heretic, I know. Adam, want to testify of your own murder?
Why, yes. Yesterday I made a horrible mistake. I confessed to not liking strawberry jam, so my lovely, beautiful, wonderful, and hilarious sweetheart killed me with a jam joke. I did deserve it, though. She's keeping me hostage and making me say all this. Please help.
Thank you, Adam. What about you? Do you like strawberry jam? Kaladin. Hey, Goncho! You scowl as hard as a Herdesian father discovering his one-armed son! I wanted to start this on a light note because everything that will follow sure isn't. Meet Kaladin, our international sad boy. He would be the perfect edgy anime protagonist because reading his chapters is like falling into a pit of despair. Feels like home. I'm no bridgeman, but Kaladin's chapters described my life a bit too well. It's not a good sign, is it? I felt a strong connection to Kaladin because depression. I could feel everything so accurately because depression. It was heavy at times because depression. Okay, sorry. Kaladin's chapters had a good depiction of mental illness, and seeing how a lot of books and shows mishandle that, I really appreciate it. Every time Kaladin had to face his trauma, how he felt exhausted or was very close to giving up to the point of almost killing himself, it felt so real. I was on the verge of crying the whole time, but ended up laughing way too hard because turning everything into a joke is how I cope. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Should I tell my therapist about this? Speaking of therapists, I'm jealous of Kaladin and his little personal friend. Syl is so cute! I love their dynamic. They work so well together. Kaladin is truly storm-blessed to have her, because unlike a lot of people I know, she doesn't just go, "Stay positive! You got no reason to be depressed. Smile to life and it'll smile back. Live, love, laugh." No, she's better than that. Syl is a cute little angel, an actual light in the life of our grumpy, depressy buddy. So where do I sign up to get a friend? I know I'm supposed to take time to heal, but don't give me none of that journey before destination thingy. If the destination is me hanging out with a Syl, then give me it. Now. Interludes. I was so confused by these. Reading the interludes was just me going, who are these people? Should I care? Some were more interesting than others. One of my favorite ones is the couple study in flames friend. So I hope to see more of these tiny stories. And I hope I understand what's going on eventually, cause who are these people? Moash. I know next to nothing about Moash. He was a bit of a Kremlin before joining the Kaladin squad, that's about it. And yet, this one single young man had the power to divide the fandom. Hashtag fuck Moash versus hashtag Moash did nothing wrong. I don't know what this means, but this doesn't bode well, and me being a salty, ruthless reader, I have a feeling I won't like whatever this guy does in the next books. What team are you on? Let's fight. Elhokar. Out of all the Colin family, he is the worst. I barely saw this guy, but it was enough. He's a piece of garbage. Am I saying this because he sided with Stormlight Sadeas the whole time? Maybe. But he was still incredibly annoying on his own and he sucked as a king. Oh, well, there is one thing I liked about him. The moment he got his stupid butt beaten by Dalinar. That was glorious. Taravangian. Mike. I'll call you Mike. So Mike. He's a sneaky little bitch. He spent the whole book acting harmless and everyone kept calling him dumb. But I know your tricks, Sanderson. You can't fool me. I knew Mike was being shady. That's right. Innocent, wholesome, stupid Mike is the one using Szeth to kill a bunch of lords and kings. Can you believe that? Oh, and there's this other thing he does, which is recording the last words of the dead. Creepy. You thought he opened his hospital to everyone out of the goodness of his heart? Ha! He wants to collect these records, though I'm not sure what those words mean. Are they prophecies? Or cries from the past? I'm confused about what's going on here, especially what Mike is getting at. But whatever it is, I really don't like the fact that he has Szeth as a weapon. Stay away from Dalinar, Mike. Interludes. Raisin and her chickens who? Axie's a naked blue guy who? Szeth's son who? Szeth. I love his face palming. I look exactly like this as I go through life. Szeth and his chapters were probably the only thing that were even sadder than our Kaladin boy. The fact that he has to kill even if it's the last thing he wants to do, the way he can still hear the screams afterwards, ooh, that's too much. And Mike is still taking advantage of him, but Szeth is officially the coolest. All the scenes he's in are top tier action. He's almost too cool to comprehend. So stop hurting him. You're hurting me. And keep him around, because I need those badass fight scenes in my life. Renarin. He's the hottie with the glasses. There was a bit of an Elend venture situation here because I had an instant liking to Renarin. I don't know. Looks like I'm falling for every scholar of the Cosmere. He's so cute though. And he has glasses? That's it. I'm in love. The book kept pointing at Adolin. Look at this young man. So handsome, so strong, so brave. And I was like, nah, give me the brother and his glasses. Gosh, I have some serious nerd fetish. Adolin. Here comes the brother with his beautiful dark and blonde hair, his pretty light eyes and shiny sharp blade. Everybody looking, all the ladies swooning, but not me. First of all, he doesn't meet my standards of nerdiness. That's a problem, but it's mostly because I don't think I've seen enough of him in his own chapters. My dad is insane. Storm Sadeas! These girls are so annoying. Alright, Adolin, but tell me more about you. I've been told that all his chapters initially were Dalinar ones, which explains why they revolved around him so much even after the changes. I did like what I've seen of Adolin though. Give me more Colin brothers. Interlude. Meanwhile, Kaladin is still sad, Dalinar is still tripping, and Sadeas is still a bitch. And I still have no idea who these people are. Who are you? Dalinar. I gave storms to Sadeas, and I give respect to Dalinar.
You respect him, okay? Respect.
But Sanderson doesn't like that idea because he gave all the storms to Dalinar instead. Rude. Those visions were brutal. Just nightmare fuel scenarios from the past that our men didn't ask for but still had to suffer. Stormfather? What do you think you're doing? Well, you might be trying to send a message here, but poor Dalinar is losing his mind and everybody thinks he's crazy. Storms, I am going insane over here. Sometimes I surprise myself putting my fists together and whisper into the void, unite them. Unite what? Kingdoms? No, that's Dalinar. My scattered dead brain cells? Yes, please, unite. Or maybe our true goal here is to unite Dalinar and Navani. Can we all take a second to appreciate her? I love Navani and her seduction strategy that consists of closing doors and keeping Dalinar hostage. Oh no, this is an ambush. Clearly she's a woman that knows what she wants and works to get what she wants, and Dalinar over here keeps ruining things for all of us. There were other moments when Dalinar was a bit silly. Remember that time he actually believed Stormlight Sadeas was a good person?
Maybe Sadeas isn't that bad.
No. Don't trust him.
Right, I'll make him an ally.
Dalinar, you are not listening to me.
Look, we're fighting together, we're doing so well.
And he got betrayed. Gasp. I act unimpressed, but that twist had me in genuine shock. I think I even ceased to exist for a second because what do you mean Sadeas and his army are retreating in the middle of battle? Stop right there, sir. That's illegal. Honestly, Storm Sadeas so much. And I know honor is dead, but Dalinar gave a chance to Kaladin and the Bridgeman and even went as far as giving up his shard blade. To Stormlight Sadeas! What a man. What a man. I admire him. We got some true heroes in this book. You know who's not a hero though? Stormlight Sadeas! Okay, I'll stop. But I swear to God, if any of you calls the Stormfather Storm Daddy again, I will go on a rampage. Wit. Wit is Hoid. Hoid is Wit. What the heck? Like everyone, I was on a hunt to find this man. I spotted him a couple times in Mistborn, didn't even have to look for him in Warbreaker, and this time, it felt like I was being slapped across the face. But I should have known. Wit is annoying, Hoid is annoying, it's only natural for them to be the same person. And before anybody flames me for saying that Hoid is annoying, he is. Wanna know why? Because he knows about everything. And he won't tell us. Whenever something happens, he just sits in a corner giggling to himself, he, I knew it. Like the very last scene in the episode when that guy came out of nowhere and Hoid just sat there with his damn flute. Spill the beans! He does have some sick storytelling skills though. That one scene with Kaladin, wonderful. But he's still annoying. The chickens. It has feathers? It's a chicken. Don't ask questions. This is science.
Is that a chicken?
The jam. You didn't think I'd let this video end without addressing this at least one more time, did you? I feel so lonely. OMG! Is that Capsule? Oh, he brought me some bread and jam for the 20th time this week. That's not suspicious at all. Nuh-uh. Here, let me have some. This tastes weird. Is it poisoned? No, there's no way. The Way of Kings is one thick book, and there's so much going on that it feels like reading 3 books and a half in one. And though there is already plenty to talk about, it definitely feels like a start. The journey has yet to truly begin and I am confused as fuck, but what a phenomenal book. The world building is easily the best I've ever seen. Not a fan of the weather, but I salute the unexpected generals. I wish I was smart enough to give some deep insight on this masterpiece, but because I'm no Jasnah and I can't provide you with a worthwhile analysis, I hope you enjoyed the memes. That's my one goal in life now. Becoming a walking, breathing cos meme. Oh, and I have no idea what it really means, but I'm a truth watcher apparently. But don't be mistaken. I not only watch the truth, I speak it too. So you've got to believe me when I say I love you, and you need to subscribe to my channel right now. I'm told that this wasn't very subtle. Anyway, thank you, as well as the entire Cosmere community for being here and making me feel like I'm part of something special. Reading these books and interacting with you guys saved me in more ways than I can count. Go now, cover your hand, eat some jam, and see ya, Gancho.